Welcome back to the channel. Today's episode feels like a world tour through some of the biggest shifts in global mobility, immigration policy, and investment strategy. From Harvard quietly loading up on Bitcoin, to the UAE tightening its visa rules, and United States freezing asylum decisions, and challenging birthright citizenship again. The world's moving fast, so if you understand these signals, you just might be ahead of everyone else. So let's dive right in. On to our next article, we have Harvard University just bet big on Bitcoin and gold, which expanded its Bitcoin and gold holdings in Q3. According to new disclosures, the university's legendary endowment fund, known for playing the long game, increased its allocation for digital assets and hard commodities. This makes one of the strongest institutional signals that Bitcoin's reputation has moved from experiment to serious macro hedge. If one of the world's most conservative and wealth-engineered institutions is parking its capital there, well, it tells you exactly where elite capital is flowing when they expect a little turbulence. On to some lighter news. South African content creator named Obedience shared how her online work opened the gates to a 10-year UAE Golden Visa. She didn't win the lottery, she didn't buy real estate, she built influence, community, and digital value, and the UAE recognized it. This is one of the clearest examples of how today's borderless economy rewards creators who build audiences. In a world where countries compete for talent, digital presence can be just as valuable as capital. Next up, we have Argentina, which is preparing to launch a brand new citizenship by investment program. The government has now officially published its tender to appoint a master agent, which is a very key final step before the program goes live. This is potentially one of the most important new CBI programs since Grenada and St. Lucia entered the market. Investors are watching closely because Argentina brings 1, a powerful passport, and 2, a G20 economy. If Argentina does this right, it could transform the CBI landscape overnight. The UAE just signed a major visa restriction banning entry for nationals of 9 countries, including 2 of India's neighbors. This affects visit visas and has already caused a significant disruptions in most people's travels. The decision aligns with the UAE's recent push to tighten immigration controls and prioritize high compliance countries. If you work with international teams or if you're building a mobility plan for your family, these sudden shifts highlight why you need to have multiple options and not just one passport. On to Trump Town, following a tragic shooting in Washington, D.C. Involving a migrant who had previously received asylum, the U.S. government has announced a temporary freeze on all asylum decisions. This is one of the most sweeping asylum pauses in modern history. According to USCIS, this halt will continue until every applicant can be vetted to its maximum degree possible. This impacts all nationalities and all pending cases, and will likely create a massive processing backlog. In parallel, the US has paused issuing visas for Afghan passport holders and fast-tracking border immigration restrictions. This is the kind of policy change that can reshape American immigration for years. The world is reshaping the rules of mobility faster than ever. Whether you're watching passports, visas, or global investment flows, these changes are not just headlines. They're signals about where the nations are moving, how borders are shifting, and how global opportunities are evolving. If you want more updates like this, with clarity, context, and global strategy mindset, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on those notifications. I'll see you in the next one.
This video is sponsored by Bond & Partners. Looking for a second passport? At Bond & Partners, we fast-track citizenship in just 2 to 6 months. We also help you secure residency and establish companies in the world's most strategic jurisdictions. Bond & Partners, where sovereignty begins.